Hi guys, my name is Chirag. Today I'm going to talk about how I recovered from the L4 L5 disc herniation surgery. That was microdiscectomy slash laminectomy. So I got injured in December 2017. I was doing a CrossFit and I was lifting pretty heavy, 135 pounds of clean. And while I was cleaning, all my weight was on the right side, so I heard 3 pop and I was collapsed on the floor, and I was like, what the hell has just happened? And I couldn't wake up. I was literally collapsed on the floor, and I was there for 20 minutes and everyone was coming and asking me, am I okay or not? And I was like, I can't walk. And after 20 minutes of taking my time, I started to walk, and then I still went to work, assuming that it was just a tweak in the back, as a lot of athletes would get. So after that, I kept feeling the pain because my spine was crooked on the right side, so I have to walk like this. And I waited like 3-4 days to go over, and I tried to go into jacuzzi and relax, and eventually, like after a week or so, my spine started to straight out. So I started to run. I thought that it's getting better because I had no idea what's going on in the back. So I started to run, and the pain would come back, and I got hurt in December. Now I waited for almost like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it was January. So after 2 weeks, like after I waited a little bit of running here and there, doing jacuzzi, I started to get a pain radiating down the leg, and I was like, this is not normal and I should do something about it. So I went to Kaiser hospital to get to see the doctor, spine specialist, and he prescribed the x-ray. I got an x-ray and there is no fracture or anything like that. So I was like, okay, this is fine. I started to run again. I started to sit in jacuzzi again, and it definitely helped a little bit, but it did not solve the problem. So I had to, almost in March, I had to see the chiropractor. So I started to see the chiropractor in March. So it's been already 2.5 months, and then they said every chiropractor told me different things. Some said it's a sacroiliac joint, some said it's the disc problem, but they never point out the exact problem. I don't know if they knew it or they just want money. I think they just want money. They just don't want to tell me, because some of the chiropractor I went to, they had a deal that they would do x-ray, but they would not let me see the x-ray. They would say, okay, if you buy the plan, then I would let you see the x-ray. And even then I spent like almost $2,000. I saw 6 chiropractors, and I could not, it didn't solve the problem. Like they were doing adjustments, they were offering me physical therapy, which I was doing right there. And so many people told me that you just got to keep doing it. So I just kept doing it for like 2 months, and it didn't solve the problem. So March and April in 2018, that's my timeline. So by end of the April, I was not recovered. And then I had to figure out something. So I started to research and doing some more physical therapy at home, and it didn't help me. So I wanted to see the specialist, like really a back specialist surgeon. So I went to him in Redwood City in California. It's a SOAR, SOAR, and that doctor immediately told me that this is L4 L5 without even looking at MRI or anything like that, and he prescribed MRI. As soon as I got MRI, it was confirmed it's L4 L5 on the right side and L5S1 on the left side, which left side I have never felt pain. Specifically on the right side I felt a lot of pain. And then he said, you know what, we are going to prescribe you Gabapentin steroid medication and some of like over-the-counter medication. So I started taking that. I started to do rehab, but nothing, and I was just frustrated. I can't work out. I'm overweight. I am miserable. It's just I can't sleep at night. The pain was so much that during the day it's okay because your back is warmed and lubed up, you're walking around, your physical therapy. I was doing physical therapy almost like 3 times a day, like every 15-20 minutes per session. But at night I can't sleep, and I was just literally going to depression. After that, I still went to that doctor and I was like, hey, it's not going anywhere. I just need to get something more. Like I can't survive like that. So he told me to get epidural injection in about May-June timeline. So I researched a lot about epidural injection, and it's really risky. It's if the doctor puncture the nerve, then you could get paralyzed. Even then, I was so miserable. I was so much in pain. I tried to stay away from it, but then people say that if you get it and if that epidural solution stays around the area, then you would feel numb and it heals your back. It gives it time to heal your back. So I thought, okay, let's do it. I got epidural shot. It was very painful. It's a big needle, it's a thick solution, so they insert in the back and they have to insert while looking at the x-ray, so they are not looking at the back, and it's just like it's a different level. Like they have to be really precise not to hit the nerve or the bone or anything like that. It has to go exactly where it's supposed to go. That's why they have a dye inside, like they put dye inside to make sure they can see on the screen. So I got that, and then within 4 days it's flushed out from the system. Like it was not there at the area as it's supposed to be. Like that's the case for usually a lot of people, a lot of active people. So it didn't help me, the epidural injection, so I was miserable. And it's almost like 6 to 7 months now. 2017 December I got hurt, and now it's almost June, July, and I don't know what to do. This is the part 1. It's already 7 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it off here, and then from other 6 month story I'm gonna put it in part 2. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much.